so is the demon an invention, a projection of the man on his own words? Or is it the reality? Well, we see it through this whole story, which is not esoteric. Who is the Catholic faith? I have shown it with the Creed of Paul VI. Evidently some things are not dogmatic, but are research of theologians. We see it. The demon is a living being, real, acting, lurking to act at the right time because he has our whole life, to make us fall. His work? To train our heart to selfishness, with the hope that while our egoisms are often weaknesses and due to our ignorance, when at the hour of death, total freedom is given to us, and we see that hell is in fact a paradise of solitary freedom, so the hell of loneliness and an empty heart, his hope is that we follow him in his revolt. He hopes to damn all humanity. On the other hand, in Africa in particular, one tends to say that as soon as it arrives a misfortune or series of coincidences, which are not natural in appearance, the demon is under. In reality the demon is very discreet. The dream, recounted by Saint Cassian, one of the founders of monasticism in the West, relates this. One day, he was dreaming about the great city of Alexandria. He was walking at the foot of the ramparts, and he saw a huge crowd in the city that bought and sold. But there was no demon among them. But sitting at the foot of the city at the entrance, a demon wallowed who was taking the nag around a well-inflated belly. He was surprised. He then went to the desert, and there was a monk who was trying wholeheartedly to serve God as he could. And he saw him, who was surrounded by a cloud of demons circling around him like flies, trying to tempt him on sex, money, on the glory, on laziness. Then, very astonished, he returned to the sleeping demon. He woke him up and said, "How is it? They have hundreds of thousands of people and there is nobody. And there in the desert, there is a monk and they are thousands." And the demon answered him, "No need to tempt them. They try each other and that's enough." It means that those who say that all demons, the negative effects in us, are effects of our psychology, in fact, they are wrong on a word when they say ... but most of the time, actually our anxieties, our tribulations, come from our own psychology, reached by original sin, or coincidence, or our human enemies. Demons, in themselves, are present only rarely. They support a little bit at the right moment ... on the pedal of our selfishness, so that they develop. But they do not have much to do. On the other hand, what would be a mistake is to say that the devil is never there. Of course yes. He is a living being, he has an effective project. And he shines when he appears at the hour of death, this time under the name of Lucifer. So in his nobility, in his revolt to drag us into hell, at that moment, we will see our eyes through the apparent body that will be shaped. It's not a real body, since angels have no body. We will see that it is a living being, it is not a myth.